Hey you guys. Okay, I wanted to do this video live, but I'm going to do it like this so that I can easily screen share and switch around for you guys. So basically, I want to take you through some new coach onboarding stuff. So I've been going through really trying to figure out how to make this a little bit more simple. And so in collaboration with a couple other coaches, this is kind of what we've landed on, and I think it's going to be amazing. So my goal this year is to help you guys just thrive. My word for the year actually was bloom. I want our team to just bloom. I want for each individual person that's on our team to feel confident in what they're doing, to feel confident when they share about coaching, knowing that when they share that, when somebody actually, the scary thing happens when somebody comes back and says, yes, I want to join you, then you don't freak out not knowing what to do. I want to make this very tangible and easy for you to know exactly what to do with a new coach. And so that's what we have created. And I hope that this makes sense for you. So what I want to do right now is just walk you through a little bit of what it's going to look like for you to onboard a new coach. And hopefully this will make it very, very simple. Everything's in a folder for you right in the Google Drive. So you've got it all right there, ready to go. It's very easy. When you have a coach that signs up with you, you're going to go straight to that folder, and I'll show you that in a second. But it says, so you signed up a new coach. You're going to click on that very first folder in our Google Drive. And from there, you're going to have a checklist. You got your first email written for you, your second email written for you. You're going to make a copy of the form, and it's so easy peasy. And then additionally to that, we've created a really awesome Facebook group that is going to be just for new coaches by quarter. So for the first 3 months and then the next 3 months. And so by quarter, they're going to be grouped together. And I think it's going to be an amazing way to really help them find success early on, create that community early on, because we all know that we stick around longer when we feel like we're doing this with somebody, right? Not just alone. And so that's going to be a really great place to kind of pretty much just help train them a little bit and help give them that tangible community. And now you guys can still use the New Coach University if you want. But what I've done is in the team New Coach little mastermind group, what I have done is now I've created that actually is a space that has a lot of those videos pinned in there just for extra support if people need it, if they want to know, more about Shakeology, or maybe they want to, get, information on Instagram stuff, or it's just going to be kind of a running tab to add more videos in there. So let me turn this around and let me show you what that looks like so that you can feel confident and know like, okay, so I know what I'm doing now, and let's figure out what it looks like when I onboard a new coach. So when you do that, this is what that's going to look like. I'm going to turn you around to the whole entire desktop here, and hopefully you can see this. So when you onboard a new coach, you're going to go into our Google Drive. Again, that is linked at the very top of our Inspiration Crew team page and easily accessible. So when you click in there, you're going to get to this page, and you're going to click on this, so you signed up a new coach. And when you get in there, you're going to open up the checklist. So the very first checklist is right here. When you double click it and open, this is going to be what you view. And basically I've set it up so that it's very simple for you to go through the checklist and know exactly what you need to do to onboard your new coach. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to send your welcome email. So as you're getting started, when you have a new coach that signs up, it's really important for you to help them feel confident early on. And this should help equip you to do that, because you've got everything here at your fingertips. All you need to do is make a copy, make it your own. And that's really easy to do. So when you click on this, you're going to open it up, and you have your welcome email here. Of course, you are more than welcome to change anything. You can make a copy of it. You all know that you'll go to File, make a copy, and when you do that, you just change the word of it, save it to whatever folder you want to save it to of your own, and then you're good to edit it. So this is your first email you're going to send. Just a quick little welcome to them, and basically all you're doing is asking them what kind of coach they are, just breaking it up so that it makes it really super simple for you to know how much time to spend with them on this business. And so what I've done is in this very first video, I go into talking to them about what the different types of coaches are, just welcoming them, getting them excited, and letting them kind of have a place to understand and better choose what kind of coach they want to be. So that's what this video does. You can remake it, or you can just use mine. I've kept it really basic and not super, all about Ashley or about the team. It's very, very basic so that anyone can use that video. And I want that to be something easy that you can do. So that's what happens in this first email. Once they respond back to you, letting you know, okay, I'm a hobby coach, a business builder, you know, a discount coach, whatever they want to be, make sure that you now respond to that email. And so let's say that they want to become a business builder, and I'm going to tell you what step comes next. So if they do want to become a business builder, you're going to go back to your checklist. And in here, this is the quick start form. This is what you're going to send them and what's going to help them know exactly what to do. So you're going to take this form, and what you'll do is you can actually create a copy of it. But here's your first little email, just, okay, that's perfect. Yay, I'm so excited you're here. You know, I'm going to meet you halfway kind of thing. Then obviously you can change up whatever you need to for the team call stuff. Make sure they know, you know, where to go for team calls and that kind of thing. You can make this your own. But again, I've given you a template to help make it pretty easy and simple and tangible for you. So in red here, I've made sure to note that if you're sending this form, make a copy of it. If you send this form right here as is, you will edit somebody else's, and you will take, you know, you will get people responding, and it will not be your people. So make sure that you are mindful of that so that you don't mess up the form. So when you go in here and you open up the form, all you need to do is click these three dots at the top and you say make a copy, and you'll again change the wording of it, put it in whatever folder you want, and there you go. So in this new coach quick start, it's very, very simple. Again, you can change the videos or use mine. There's no reason that you have to change them right away. Again, I've made them very basic. I've made them very much just general, not me talking about my name or anything like that. It's very, very basic so that anyone can use them, especially if you don't have time to create your own yet. So if anything, if you wanted to create your own, this would be the one to do. The welcome video, just a quick little 5-minute video. And if you wanted to do it, watch mine and you can kind of model it after that. But that's really all that you need to do. So in the new Coach Quick Start, this basically overtakes the old Google form that we used to do. It makes it a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter, and just a little bit more tangible and quick to do for them. All the videos I've tried to keep to around 5-ish minutes, and you guys know that's hard if it's me because I talk so much. So they are a little bit, you know, between like 5 to 7 minutes long, and that makes it really quick. And I make sure to let them know too in this video that, you know, they can leave the tab open, they could really go through this, you know, all in one day if they wanted to. So then we start down here and I take them through 5 steps, the new coach checklist. Step 1 being a product of the product, and just kind of talking about getting them into a program, making sure they're in a challenge group, talking about how important it is to stay active with 50 PV, and also giving them a little template here of if they wanted to go ahead and start sharing that there is something that they're doing, that's also in the Google Drive. And so when you're in the Google Drive folder, you'll see this folder here that says resources. And in here is the new coach story slides. And basically it's very, very simple. It shows them exactly what they can do to share their journey and share what it is that they're about to do. And we tell them where to put an email or a poll or something like that. So that makes it super simple for them. And again, we're just having them check off as they go. Step 2, I'm talking about social media, just kind of helping them get their Instagram looking good, changing their bio, their picture, making sure they understand some of the most, you know, basic and important quick things to do from the very beginning. We go through a little bit of the wheel, the color wheel, helping them think of the different things that are awesome about them, what makes them them. And then we move into step 3, how do I sign somebody up? So a quick tutorial of how to do that. And I also take them on a quick website tour because I feel like that is important, as well as making sure they set up their direct deposit. Step 4, I've kept a video in here from Dylan talking about Success Club because she does a really great job talking about it. And so I'm not going to redo it right now because I think it's great. So we have a Success Club video, and then we have them making their dream team list and making sure they let us know when they do that. Step 5, the final step, will be resources and applications. And so I make sure they know where all the resources are. I make sure they know where the Google Drive is and all of the things like that, just so they know that there's so much at their fingertips to keep them, you know, involved and where they need to be and plugged in. So, and then at the very end, I make sure they go through this checklist of adding themselves to the team page, to the Facebook pages, making sure they're in a challenge group, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then I also leave them with a bonus step at the end if they're ready to go ahead and kind of start understanding what it is that a power hour is. And this is just a quick video that I've made previously going through the PDF version of the business activity tracker. And it's been something that's really helped a lot of my new coaches. So it's something that I kept in this quick start. Again, I give them the app version and the PDF version. I make sure to give them a couple, opportunities to download some helpful applications that I feel like are good to have on your phone or on your computer. And then at the very, very end, they submit this. And again, you'll want to read through it, make sure that you change your Facebook link in here and a couple things like that. But really, there's not much that you need to personalize. And then I just make sure, that they've made sure to just reassess again. Have they gotten everything they needed to? What are their lingering questions, kind of thing? And then that way we're ready for a one-on-one call after they fill out this form. And so one thing to note that with this form, again, you'll go to these three dots to make a copy of it if you need to. And again, if you want to make sure, you'll go here to the responses and you'll click on this to create a spreadsheet so that we make sure that as we're getting results and getting people responses, that they're going to an Excel spreadsheet for yourself. So make sure that you click that. You can rename this if you want to and make sure that it's your own. And then you'll want to click these three bars here and say get email notifications for responses so that all of those responses come to you in your email so you know when somebody fills out that form. So that was a long-winded answer, but I wanted to make sure to show you guys that that is what this form is right here. So again, make sure to make a copy, but this is everything that they need. It's so quick and simple, way less than we used to bombard them with in the old email Google form. And so this is super easy and very duplicatable for you and for you to then share with your new coaches as well. We make it super basic, kind of telling them the first two things that are important to do in their journey. And then lastly, I make sure that they add themselves to this new coach mastermind group. And so when they do that, they're going to join this group. Oops, let's go on this side over here. They're going to go into this new coach mastermind group. And when they get in here, they're going to see a video pinned to the top. I've actually got it uploading right now. There'll be a video pinned to the top always to let them understand, like welcome them and let them understand what this group is for. And when they get in here, this group is basically for them to get community, to get support, and to get some extra training if they want it. So we've got calls going on Wednesday nights, and we'll have various leaders, diamond leaders, star diamond leaders popping in to host them in just a quick 30 minutes, 8:30 to 9 on Wednesday nights, Eastern time, just a quick time for new coaches to pop in, ask some questions, maybe get some training, whatever it looks like that week for that coach that's hosting. And so in here, in that first welcome video that's pinned to the top of this group, I make sure to let them know that, when they're on the homepage, it's going to be filled with lots of stuff, trainings, posts, all kinds of stuff like that. But then if they go to the unit section, that's really where everything's organized. And in here, this is what I want them to go to. This is where they can go to get help. Maybe they want to understand the importance of Shakeology. Maybe they want some tutorials on social media. And so they can click here, they can go and they can see all the different tabs and they can click done as they go so they can remind themselves of when they've gone through different things. And there's just different, just helpful things for them to go through in this group. And this is just going to be a place for them to get that added support, but to go ahead and feel like they've gone through that checklist and feel like they are equipped to go ahead and begin before they get into even the group community. So once you've filled out this second email, you've sent them this, you've sent them that form, you're just going to make sure to check in with them. Make sure you've added them to the current challenge group. Make sure you've added them to the team and introduced them and celebrated them, got them all excited. Make sure you're checking in with them one-on-one after finishing that QuickStart form. And then when you're ready, you're going to use this Google Drive form to go ahead and start helping them understand what are the first things that they need to do as they're getting started. So there's two different versions of a getting started right call in here. Feel free to use them. They are super general and you can obviously make your own or don't and just use this because this still works for you. So go through and you're just going to talk to them about some of the basic things that they need to do as a new coach. Their first invites, their first goal as a coach, being enrolled, just kind of breaking it down for them. And that's just a super tangible and easy way for you to feel equipped to have a one-on-one call with your new coach. Once you do that one-on-one call, the very last thing that you're going to do with them is encourage them to get started with now, instead of doing the New Coach University, because we're going to have some of those one-off trainings in the Facebook group, you're now going to use the Beachbody's actual training on the website. And so when you have them do that, you're going to go into here and you're going to go to their Team Beachbody website, have them log in and click on training. And when they get there, they're going to see getting started. And this is the training right here, the training library. It's very simple, very doable, and it's something that's going to really help them get started on the right foot and understand really what our company has for them, and then encourage them if they have little one-off things they want to know about to go into the Facebook group that's here and has all the different one-off trainings for them. So that's really basically it. After they get started, just continue to check in with them. I encourage you to maybe set a reminder for yourself to check in with them after a week, just see how they're doing, and make sure that they're working towards their goals of Emerald and Success Club. But I hope that this helps you guys feel a little bit more equipped. Everything's in that folder. So you've got everything that you need there, the resource folder, the so you sign up a new coach, and literally as explicit as I can be, your checklist, your first email, your second email, and all the resources that you need. All the links work and go straight to those resources, so you really can just duplicate it, make a copy of it, and send it out. So my main goal for you guys is to feel really super confident in what you're doing as a new coach. Go share the heck out of being a coach. This can change somebody's life. So if you're stopping short of sharing because you're worried about what happens when somebody actually joins you, like that fear almost stops you before you even get to the good stuff. How many times have you done that because you're afraid that you don't have what you need to give them? This should make it so much more simple for you and make you feel really confident in bringing in new people. Every single one of you is a leader, and leader shouldn't be a scary word. It's all about you just leading from the front by showing them what you're doing, by you doing it, walking the walk, and not just talking the talk. So I hope this makes you feel excited. I know I'm super excited to use this on my new coaches, and I hope that this just creates, a sense of confidence in you. And I hope that you will go and take the challenge to start sharing about coaching every day in your stories. Start talking about how people can join you, and start talking about how you have a really kick booty new training for new coaches, and that you're so excited. You're looking for 5 girls that you're going to mentor this month. And why not start now? Because you are going to have the most kick butt things to give them to help them be started on the right foot. So super excited. I hope this makes y'all pumped, and let me know if you have any questions. I will leave this pinned to the top of the page, and let me know if you need anything. But for now, let's go forward and be confident and share this amazing opportunity, and know that you have the best resources possible to help your new coaches be successful. Thanks, guys.